Long before the invention of writing, early humans crafted stories to explain the mysteries of life, death, nature, and the cosmos. These myths, passed down orally from generation to generation, were humanity's first attempts to make sense of the world. Thunder became the voice of gods, the stars, footprints of ancient beings. Whether told around fires or painted on cave walls, myths shaped early social values and spiritual understanding. These stories would evolve into rich oral traditions, forming the backbone of ancient cultures across the world. In Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization, some of the earliest recorded myths emerged. The Epic of Gilgamesh, written on clay tablets over 4,000 years ago, tells the story of a king's quest for immortality and reveals profound questions about life and human purpose. The Babylonians believed in gods like Marduk, who defeated the chaos dragon Tiamat to form the world. These myths, rooted in cosmic battles and divine order, mirror the unpredictable floods of the Tigris and Euphrates, portraying a universe governed by powerful, often volatile beings. In ancient Egypt, myths were deeply intertwined with religion, kingship, and the afterlife. Central to their belief system was the battle between order, Ma'at, and chaos. The god Osiris, ruler of the underworld, was murdered by his jealous brother Set, but resurrected by his wife Isis. This myth became symbolic of death and rebirth, reflected in the pharaoh's rituals and tombs. Ra, the sun god, journeyed through the underworld each night to be reborn at dawn, a powerful metaphor for renewal and cosmic balance. Ancient Greece produced some of the most influential myths in history, combining divine drama with human emotion. The Olympian gods, Zeus, Athena, Poseidon, and others, were powerful yet flawed, embodying the full range of human traits. Myths like the Trojan War, the labors of Heracles, and the journey of Odysseus explored themes of heroism, fate, and hubris. Greek myths were not just religious. They served as early literature, philosophy, and psychology, shaping Western thought for millennia. In the cold north, Norse mythology grew from the harsh landscapes of Scandinavia. The gods of Asgard, Odin, Thor, Loki, lived in a world destined for doom. Ragnarok, the apocalyptic end. These myths, preserved in the Poetic Edda and Prose Edda, were filled with prophecy, honor, and sacrifice. Giants and monsters loomed large, and death was not to be feared but embraced with courage. The tales reflected a worldview where struggle and fate were constant companions. From ancient India, Hindu mythology evolved through the Vedas, epics like the Mahabharata and Ramayana, and countless local traditions. These stories depicted a vast, cyclical cosmos governed by gods like Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma. The Bhagavad Gita, part of the Mahabharata, addresses duty, righteousness, and the eternal soul. Unlike linear mythologies, Hindu myths often emphasize transformation, karma, and spiritual evolution across lifetimes, offering a cosmic perspective on existence. Chinese myths were deeply philosophical, blending Taoist, Confucian, and Buddhist elements over time. The tale of Pangu, who created the world from chaos, and the Jade Emperor, ruler of heaven, were foundational. Legendary sages like the Yellow Emperor taught civilization to humanity. Myth and history often blended, and reverence for ancestors and balance in nature shaped both cosmology and ethics. Dragons, symbols of power and luck, were central to Chinese mythic identity. Across the globe, indigenous cultures wove powerful myths deeply rooted in the land and spirit. In the Americas, stories of the Earth Mother, Sky Father, and trickster figures like Coyote or Raven conveyed cultural values and spiritual truths. African myths, such as those of the Yoruba or Dogon peoples, offered rich cosmologies and moral teachings. In Oceania and Aboriginal Australia, myths known as Dreamtime stories connected the sacred past with the present landscape, guiding everything from hunting to ritual. Though ancient myths began as oral stories and religious beliefs, they have endured as timeless symbols. They influenced sacred texts, classical literature, and modern media, from Shakespeare and Tolkien to Marvel and anime. Myth continues to shape identity, morality, and imagination.